it is Elisa here, or the Diamond Stitcher as I go by on YouTube and Instagram. Hello, good morning. I hope everybody is doing well. If you are new to my channel, first off, welcome. I'm happy you found me, and I hope you would consider subscribing and stick around for all things diamond painting. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. I have been struggling for the last couple of weeks. I've made that quite apparent on the Facebook group and the little updates. And, you know, all of you who tune into my videos, who enjoy my content, who join the Facebook group and interact over there, all of you guys really make it a lot easier for me to get through the hard times. So for that, I want to say thank you. Disclaimer, it's another sunny day. In fact, it's the warmest day so far this year. It's the first day that I have gone outside without my winter jacket on, if you can believe it or not. And it's, what is it? I think it's April 14th. It's Sunday, day after the Diamond Art Club releases, so it should be April 14th. And yeah, first day since I've gone outside without my winter jacket on. But hey, my temperature regulator in my body is broken, so that's my excuse. But it was a beautiful morning. Took the dog for a nice slow walk and just listened to the birds singing and the breeze. And it's just a beautiful morning out. I am feeling a little bit better today, and I've been trying to gather up the energy to film a WIP and Chat. I owe you guys an update. Plus, I have been working on this project, which I'm going to show you in a minute. I called it the Epic Project. There is a video of it on my channel. I'll link it in the description box too. That I posted that video last week, I think, or maybe the week before, sharing my epic project that I'm hoping to work on. And I am going to tell you that so far it's been a success, and I'm really happy. Now, I'm not going to be working on this kit in the WIP and Chat because I'll tell you why. But once I'm done going over this and showing you my progress so far and sharing any thoughts I have, I'm going to pause the video on my end, grab my other WIP, and then I'll come back and fill you in and update you and all that kind of stuff working on another WIP. So first off, I want to say for this diamond painting, I kit up into these tray bricks. These are from Catered. They are called the Trabricks, T-R-A-B-R-I-C-K-S. They have released two versions of them. This is version 2. So what they're selling on their website right now is version 2. Now, they did not send me anything. I purchased this with my own money. They didn't ask me to do a video or anything. I'd rather purchase things myself and then give honest reviews without feeling like I have to, you know, if there's something I don't like, I can't share it, right? But I have to tell you, version 1 I hated, and I made that apparent. The trays were super staticky and they did not work well at all. But this updated version, they did make it anti-static in some magical way, and I can tell you that they work amazingly. So what I've done for this kit, because it is a confetti heavy kit, I've decided to use these. And I actually, how many do I have? I think I have 40 here. Yeah, that sounds about right. And I actually ordered another 40 so that if I work on a diamond painting with more colors from Diamond Art Club, I can kit it up entirely in these bricks because they actually do work. Specifically for confetti heavy paintings is what my kind of goal is to use these. They line up the diamonds really nice. You can tell that I've put too many diamonds in this, but I'm treating them also like storage. So some of the colors I have a bag off to the side, then I'll refill the tray. But for the ABs, I just put them all in here. The ABs are usually sprinkled throughout, so I don't have to, you know, do big giant blocks of multi-placing. So this is fine. I can grab the diamonds I want here, but let me show you a color that is a little bit less in the actual container. Here they are here, so I'm just gonna shake them out a little bit. Kind of get them down there, a few taps. Look how nicely they line up these diamonds. I'm actually really impressed. Yeah, I did. I went and I ordered a few more. Mom also wants a set, so I've ordered her some too. And I really like, I think with these, I'm going to be able to work on a lot more confetti heavy paintings that I usually avoid. If you've been around a while, you know that I kind of like diamond paintings that have a good mix of color blocking and confetti. I don't like super confetti heavy kits, but this is one of those super confetti heavy kits, but it holds a very sentimental value, and that's why I've dove in and I'm completing this. So happy that I have these to work with. Of course, there are 53 colors in this kit, and I only have 40 containers, so I do have some colors that don't have much in Ziploc baggies that I just put off to the side when I'm diamond painting, but the main colors I'm using are all in here, and it's just making it so much easier to whip through this painting. Let me move them off to the side. I just wanted to show you those. I really recommend them. I think they're affordable. These are the large sizes, and I think, when did I order? Here's my size of my palm and the tray. So they are a good size. I recommend the large. I don't like the tiny. The tiny ones are about half the size, and it's really, I don't know, I think useless. These are perfect. And they were still on sale. So the large size, if you bought, they sell them in packs of 10. If you buy 3, you get the 4th one free. So if you are interested in these, they are something that I am enjoying using. So I do feel comfortable saying that I think you might too. It's always best to, you know, not buy a whole bunch and just try them out for yourself, because we all have our own preferences and our own dislikes and likes. So I like them. I did buy 40 of them because at the time that I did buy these ones, they also were on sale. So I took advantage of that, and then because I like them so much, I ordered another set. I'm actually considering using them as kind of my main storage system. The way I kit up is usually into baggies, but the only downside with using those catered bricks is you don't get to experience the 3D printed trays. There are so many amazing 3D printed tray shops out there. My favorite by far is Yellow Dog Designs right now. Nothing works better than a nice, high quality 3D printed tray. So that part I am missing, but I can if I want, if I'm, you know, frustrated, or if I'm doing like a large area of one specific color, I can pour the diamonds from those tray bricks into a tray and just do it that way. So there is flexibility still. I don't know if I said the patio door is open because it's just so beautiful, and the animals are in and out. So if you hear cars going by, sorry. I do try to get rid of them in editing. I've just noticed a whole bunch of rogue diamonds just chilling out in the glue here. So without further ado, let me share this project and show you what I've done so far and how I've done it. Now, I did restart it. So I did start it one afternoon, and when I woke up the next morning, I'm like, you know what? This is not going to work. I need to do something different. So I did. Now, you're going to wonder what the heck I have going on here. So this painting that I'm working on, or using as my canvas, is this one. This is from Diamond Art Club, and let me just pull up the bottom here. It's called Sleepy Orange Tabby Night, 60 by 60 centimeters by Aja Trier and Diamond Art Club, of course. This is what the image is supposed to look like. Let me see if I can get it to focus. So it's a starry night painting. The kitty is sleeping in the grass, and of course he's an orange tabby cat. I have a ragdoll cat, and I'll post a picture of her up here. She was posing this morning in the sun. My goal was to change this orange tabby cat into the ragdoll cat. Now, I know a lot of people suggested on my last video to start with the cat. I actually decided to start with the background. One main reason being, I just felt it would be easier to do the background first. Then I don't have this like glue down here I have to worry about, you know, the plastic cover peeling back and getting my arm stuck in the glue and all that kind of stuff. So I decided I wanted to fill in everything around the cat, and then I can just focus on the cat. The cat is going to be harder than the background is. Let me show you what I'm doing with the background. Now, this poor canvas is cut in half. You guys might recognize this, and I did cut the darn bottom off of it too. But this one is called Multi-Poo Night, and it's by the same artist, Aja Trier, and it's the same size, 60 by 60. And in this painting, sorry, I can't zoom out anymore, and I don't want to fiddle with my tripod. In this painting, the background is kind of between day and night, so it's in the evening type period, time period is what I'm saying. You know, you have the beautiful grass. This painting itself has a lot more brighter colors in the grass than the tabby cat painting. And then up in here, of course, it has the water, the mountain, beautiful colors of the sunset. We go reds, yellows, purples, and then of course up into the sky is the usual kind of swirls in the artist's style. Now the swirls in this painting have a lot more brighter pops of color than the tabby cat painting. So originally what I had planned to do, and that's why you're going to see this, I actually duct taped the back of my canvas because I had decided to cut it to make it easier. Originally I had taped off, I think like from here you can see the line from there to there. I actually had this piece cut out beside me, and what I was going to do was just transfer the the mountain, the water, and the colors in the sunset onto Tabby Night. Now, I did it not drill for drill, but more, I kind of just winged it so that I could kind of make it what I thought looked good. But in the end, I thought, you know what? I'm going to run into an issue because in this Multi-Poo Night painting, as I said, the grass down here, especially in between the bottom and the mountain, right through here, you can see it's a lot brighter. The original Tabby Cat, let me show you on this side. There's not much showing actually, but the grass is a lot darker. You can see that, and it's dark all the way up here until we hit the sky. So if I did it the way that I originally planned, just transferring this onto the canvas, it's not going to look very good because I'm going to have different colors here and different colors here. And the reason I wanted to do this is because this Multi-Poo looks just like my Zoe. I'll pop up a picture of Zoe now. She's a Pomeranian Shih Tzu, Maltese cross, mix, mutt, whatever you want to call it. And she looks just like this. And my ragdoll cat is always sleeping in this position, and I thought these two pieces, because they're the same artist, they're the same size, they would look really good one day as a memorial piece. I've had my cat and my dog. I don't know how old I was. I was probably like in the double digits, maybe 11 or 12. I can't remember how old I was when we got them, but I was still in, I think I was in high school. I don't know if I had them in middle school. I can't remember. But I don't think so. We had the Sheltie in middle school, and then in high school, I think I convinced them to get the cat and then the dog 2 years later. But they've been with me through huge parts of my life. They're now 14 and 12. They're both pretty healthy aside from some teeth issues and some arthritis. And you know what? I know that they're getting older. We don't get younger, right? So I have been keeping my eye out for diamond paintings that I think would kind of memorialize them when they do cross that rainbow bridge, because they've been through some very hard things. Some things I've shared with you, some things I haven't. And they are like my kids. They mean the world to me. And I hope I have many, many joyful years left with them, but I had to jump on this opportunity. So because I want them to be memorial pieces, I thought it would be a good idea to kind of have the backgrounds be similar. I liked the background on Multi-Poo Night better because it has a lot more brighter colors and then the beautiful sunset. Brighter colors in the sky as well. So what I decided to do was, first, like I said, I was just recreating this image, eyeballing it, and placing diamonds down. I actually got quite a bit done. If I'm remembering correctly, I had the water and the mountain and some of the red done. I did that all in one day. And then I woke up the next morning and I took them all off. That was a pain in the royal butt. I actually used a metal straightener I had, and I kind of just kept scooping them off to the side and had my husband help a little bit and help me clean up my mess. And then I started fresh. What I decided to do instead was cut this poor Multi-Poo painting in half. No, not to worry. I actually bought 2 of these for this exact purpose. One I will work on. This one I'm using as a template, and also I wanted the drills from this background so that I could use them on this kit, right? Diamond Art Club quality is the best out there, especially their squares. I didn't want to order diamonds from another place. It just wouldn't look good. So I bought 2 Multi-Poo paintings. So with the canvas, I can do what I want. And I have altered it or cut it a little bit, but I ended up taping it back together with duct tape. And what I'm essentially doing is I have turned it into a cross-stitch conversion. So I started way down here on this corner, and I just, let me just move this. My table's not big enough. I just had this right beside me, and essentially I'm following this pattern on Multi-Poo Night and putting it over here. So I'm ignoring the entire background of Tabby Night. I'm not paying attention to it at all. I'm just using it as a canvas, and I'm transferring this pattern over here. So essentially it's a cross-stitch conversion, but it's a lot harder because I have no way to mark off what I'm doing here. I tried with a pen, but it didn't work. If I took this plastic off, then it would just be glue everywhere. That wouldn't work. So I've kind of had to eyeball it, and I've used this little cover minder over here as kind of like an arrow. The stem of this cover minder, you can see it there, as an arrow. So I point it where I have left off so I know where to start when I pick it up again. But yeah, that's what I've done. So you can see here, I have this part done. Look how beautiful that looks. It's turned out really nice. The diamonds are fitting beautifully. They're great quality squares. Even the 310s are great. I'm not having a lot of trash at all. And yeah, I've just copied this pattern over here. You can see it if we do it like that. See? It's identical. So I'm basically taking it symbol for symbol, a symbol for symbol here, and putting it on here. It is a difficult project, but it's going to be so rewarding. And then I'm kind of cutting the plastic cover around the cat. So the cat I'm going to do last. So then I brought it up here. Let me pull some of this back so we can see it better. So the water and the mountain, I had thought of altering the mountain a little bit to kind of come up here, but for now, I am just going to follow the pattern symbol for symbol, and then I'll go back after. If there's some area I don't like, or if there's something I want to alter a little bit, then I'll alter it. But I'll probably alter it on the multi-poo night painting too, because I want them to be similar, right? Then I've gotten up to here, and then yesterday I actually did all of this. I don't think I missed anything, yeah. So all of this, the first swirl here, is all done now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue up here today, finish this, then I'm going to go over this way, do all of the sky above the cat. I have decided these paintings, they're known for their outlines too, lots of 310. So there's black outlining the entire tabby cat. So I am, for now, keeping all of that black there. I think it's going to work okay. There are some areas I think I'm going to have to make the grass kind of extend through the black just to make it not look like it's so cut off, again, because I'm following the multi-poo night painting, which is a bit different than this. In fact, it is going to get tricky because, let me pull that up and bring this back. Now, the other half of this multi-poo painting is put away until I'm finished, but you can see here, this is kind of where I'm stuck because there's the multi-poo here, and if I line it up properly, oh, now my magnets are sticking together. Gosh sakes. Come on. Sorry, cat is coming. If I kind of line this up perfectly here, you can see that the tabby cat, there's grass all through here, but with this one, there's the dog here. So what I'm doing is I am leaving that area till the very end. So I'm gonna do the sky, come down the side, and then go this way. And then I'm gonna have to eyeball it because there is no pattern here where the dog is, right? So there's gonna be like a section where I'm gonna have to eyeball it. What I'm probably going to do is just kind of take a section here and just transfer it here and just kind of do it symbol for symbol again, hoping that it looks blended and it looks okay. But I'm going to wait until the very end to fill in that part. Just that way I will have the entire, background done. I can see where the leaves are, like they come through very clearly in the camera. Just looking at the painting, it just looks like a confetti mess. But when you do stand back, you can see the different leaves and the textures and all that kind of stuff. So that's my plan. So over the next couple weeks, I will be working my way through here and then down here, and then I am going to, as I said, I cannot do a WIP and Chat and do this canvas at the same time. I'm not even going to try it because I don't want to frustrate myself. If you've ever tried a cross-stitch conversion and try to film a video at the same time, you know it's difficult. You really have to concentrate on the pattern. You don't want to make mistakes. It's all about counting. And I have no way to mark off my pattern like typical. Usually with a cross-stitch conversion, you have a paper pattern, then you take a highlighter or a pen and you tick off or, cross through every box that you complete so you can, keep an accurate count, or you can upload the pattern onto Pattern Keeper on your iOS device. I think that's what it's called. I haven't used it in a while. and digitally mark things off. I can't do that. It's all eyeballing it. So I need all my concentration. So I'm going to be working on this kit in the background, but I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to update you along the way. Whenever I film my next WIP and Chat, I'll start the video updating you on this, showing you the progress and working through it that way. What else did I want to say? Oh yeah, the other thing is, just like at the bottom, the Multi-Poo's legs are going to kind of block off some of the grass there. Same thing up here. You can see the tabby cat ends here and the dog ends here. So if I'm following the Multi-Poo pattern, I'm going to have this big empty area here that I need to fill in. And what I thought of doing actually was, once I finish this, I'm trying to think. So you guys think with me. So it would be easy enough to just keep this background, keep the night sky, blend it in together. So this just, you know, just go over this. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Once I have this done, I could essentially keep this and just diamond paint it as it is here, because that way I don't have to worry about filling in a space. But the only issue is the swirls in Tabby Night are a lot darker colors than in Multi-Poo Night. So this nice swirl over here has a lot of bright yellows and greens and pinks. I don't want to do this one and have it be very dark and subdued compared to the others. But this canvas also has a crescent moon here, which Multi-Poo Night doesn't have. It has kind of this nice bright, I'm assuming, part of the sunset as well up there. So I haven't decided yet what would be the best course of action. Do I diamond paint this, but alter the color so that it matches the Multi-Poo Night one, so that there's some bright colors in there? Or do I continue doing it as it's charted here? And then what I would have to do, I'm trying to line it up here. What I would have to do is figure out how to maybe make a swirl appear here. I might copy this one and kind of move it over here. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what I should do. Should I just, you know, now that I'm up in the sky, should I just follow this pattern and just add the extra colors to make it bright so that it matches this one? Or should I continue using this pattern, transferring it onto here, and then filling this in at the end once I have the rest done? Let me know your thoughts on that. Once I am done the background, then we will move on to this cat, which is going to be the hardest part, changing this into a ragdoll while keeping the textured effect of this artwork. So that is going to be the hardest part, I think, in my opinion. But when we get there, we get there. I do have all of the colors I think I need. Depending on how it's turning out, I may order some more colors. I've used some leftover colors from a Diamond Art Club painting that was on sale. And then I do have some Orloa diamonds to fill in as well. The quality is not it's not identical, but Orloa still has good squares and they would fit this grid. So I'm hoping that they don't look too awful. If they look, you know, too different from each other, like you have all these beautiful Diamond Art Club diamonds and then this just doesn't look the same quality, then what I'm probably going to do is find another Diamond Art Club painting on sale that has a lot of browns and neutrals in it and just buy that and use the diamonds. And just, it might be a slow process, right? But that is the update here. So before I continue on, I'm just going to pause the video and get my other stuff here and update you guys. Okay, I am back. So I decided to kit this one up. I did include this in an unboxing for a few of the different Diamond Art Club Amazon exclusive kits that came out maybe a month ago or so now. You can see that on my channel. This is one that Mom wanted, but when I unboxed it, I fell in love and I ordered it for myself too. I've been meaning to work on it, but to be honest, that project I just showed you, I'm having a blast doing. It's like firing up this creative part in my brain and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. So I haven't been working on this very much, but I did start at the top here. This has the new perforated cover. You guys, if you have not tried the perforated cover from Diamond Art Club, don't knock it. I mean, and when I say try it, I don't mean like rip it once and then make your decision. Like work with it for a week or two and then decide what you think on it. I think it's awesome. I've heard some people say they don't like it because they like making their own sections. Personally, it doesn't matter. These are 4x4 sections and I don't care if the outside edge is smaller than that. I think this is an amazing upgrade to their canvas, and I've been thinking, they did say that they were working on an upgrade where we could see the perforated plastic, and I've been going back and forth. Did they upgrade it already and didn't tell us so we could figure it out? Because I swear that this canvas, you can see the line. Where is it? Yeah, right there. You can see it. And if I do that, let me see how I can. I feel like it does have a faint white line now. Look at that on the back of my hand. Before it was just clear, but I swear that they have secretly put a white, very, very faint white line. You can kind of see it here. See here as well. You can see it going down there and then here as well. So I'm going to check in with Diamond Art Club and see if I'm just seeing things or if they actually did sneak it in there and have been waiting for us to figure it out. I mean, it's not like out there in your face. It's not like ruining the image, but when I pull it back, it does look white to me. Like the film, let's see if I can do it this way. No, because that's going to stick. There, see, look at that. Those are white lines, are they not? Or am I just going crazy? I think they're white lines. Anyway, I have to remember to ask Diamond Art Club. I think this is the upgraded cover, but who knows? I could be wrong. Things I'm going to use today is my Yellow Dog Designs narrow tray. I've seen a lot of people ask about this tray. I love it. I thought I would find it too small, but it's actually now my favorite tray because it fits in my hand perfectly. I don't hold my trays, but I rest them on my table and I just kind of loosely hold it so it doesn't fall into my lap. I thought I would find it annoying that I would have to fill it up so much because I'm a multi-placer, but I'm finding it works great, and I'm actually using this one only now. So that's that tray. This pen here, let me just fix this wax. This pen has wax from Dream Wax Studio, which is a Canadian small shop. They've recently changed their formula due to a supply issue, and I decided to try it yesterday, and it was working pretty good. So it's a hard beeswax. You're not going to be able to see much, but when you do load your pen with a hard wax like that, all you have to do is fill it until it's pretty flat along the top there. And then I did put it in my single placer too. This pen is from Flower Girl Blanks. And then this pen is the main pen I'm using. This one is from Elite VP Pens. This is a small shop in the Philippines. It's quite expensive to get these pens to Canada. It's the shipping that's crazy. Actually, to Canada, just for one pen, it would cost $80 to ship, plus customs, which is over $20. So it is crazy. I went on a group order to get this pen with a few people. She is open to group orders. There would need to be a central person to that she would deliver all the pens to, and then you would mail them out to everybody on the group order. If anybody's interested in doing that or taking that on, feel free. You can message me. I'll hook you up with the owner. It's not something I'm interested in doing right now just because of my health and stuff. I don't want to be responsible for getting things out and that. But her pens are worth it. They are great. I've heard good things in terms of longevity, that the resin doesn't yellow over time, which is really nice. This is a liquid filled pen, and it's going to be hard to see the liquid, but inside she has, looks like, I think amethyst inside, very light purple stones. She puts crystals inside. She's got flower confetti, little purple pearls, and yeah, it's just a beautiful pen. It's a mini pen, and it's a perfect size. In it, I've decided to put my Patsy Putty in it. Patsy Putty is a USA small shop. She sells through her Etsy shop, and she also has a Facebook group. Her putty, I don't have a lot of it. Actually, I have some that I need to film a small shop haul with. This is some that I've had from the past, but I decided to try it because yesterday putty was giving me a run for my money. It was just creating more of a frustration than not. So I decided to try this, and I really like it. It's a much more firmer putty than I'm used to or that I've been using, and it doesn't stick to the glue, which is a bonus because sometimes when you have putty, it can stick to that glue, leave a chunk off, and it just it just is hard to get off, and especially because this is a round diamond painting kit, you can see the little putty remnants in between the diamonds, which I do not like. So now what else? I have, this is how I usually kit up. I have everything in these little baggies because it's only got 27 colors and I'm just doing it this way. So let me get some diamonds and then let's start the update. So I have had a busy year so far. Every month has been full of medical appointments. April was supposed to be like the reprieve. I didn't have many, and then they just kept booking appointments for me. So it's turned into another heavy medical month. Let me just make sure I'm in frame. How zoomed in do you guys like to be? I personally don't care how zoomed in the creator is who's doing a WIP and Chat. I only glance up from time to time. Let me know what you guys do with WIP and Chats. Do you glance up from time to time? Are you watching them the whole time? Are you diamond painting along with it or doing housework? Let me know in the comments what you like to do when you listen to WIP and Chats. I'm usually diamond painting when I listen to WIP and Chats myself, or I'm making my cover minders and have some on in the background. But I don't even know where to begin, you guys. When was my last WIP and Chat? I always forget to check when the last one was. Let me look at my little calendar here. Did I write it down? I was having some really awesome days in March. I had a bunch written down there that I just had awesome days. And then it went south, to be honest. So March, where am I? I'm looking at February. Where's March? March. Yeah, March 22nd, I had Botox injections. So I get Botox injections in my neck, head, shoulders, chest, and side muscles. All the problem muscles that I have problems with. This time, it made me very sick, you guys. I was like flu-like for 2 weeks. I felt completely exactly like I had the flu or like I had COVID over again. That can happen with Botox. It hasn't affected me that much, like that intensely in a long time, but it did. It made me feel really sick, like I had the flu. I was having the chills, the sweats, you know, very nauseous, very just weak, very pale, you know, sweaty, very sick. Now, Botox, if you didn't know, is botulism, which is essentially a toxin, but it is used for a lot of muscle conditions to help with spasms and help relax problem muscles. I've been getting it for probably close to 3 years now, if I had to guess. It's been quite a while, and I get it every 3 months. Around my surgeries, I don't get it, so it's probably around surgery, like there might be a 6-month break, but my symptoms get really bad. Because Botox, it only lasts about 3 months of relief, and then you need to repeat it. So, yeah, but this time it made me sick, and I'm going to be honest, I only started feeling good this past week. So that's how many weeks? 1 full week, 2, 3. 3 weeks of feeling like trash. I didn't film many videos. I was able to film enough to keep sharing content with you guys, but I didn't do anything extra. I didn't do anything fun, really. I wasn't able to make my cover minders. I wanted to make Easter minders, and I still have so many cute Easter charms. I want to still do Easter minders. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd be interested in purchasing the cover minders I make, the Easter themed ones. They're going to be with nice, pretty pastel-like backgrounds. I do have a beautiful emerald green as well that looks really good. Then I have little Easter bunnies, little baby chicks, and Easter eggs. So nothing religious, just, you know, the childhood stuff, Easter bunnies, some are Hello Kitty Easter bunnies and regular Easter bunnies. Anyway, let me know if you're still interested, even though Easter has passed, in the Easter minders. I had wanted to get them out on time, but this Botox flare-up, is what I call it, made me really sick, and I just couldn't do it, you guys. So I am late, but they usually say better late than never. I'm happy to make them. I was really looking forward to it. And then once I do the Easter ones, I will get into the spring ones. I know a few of you have messaged me. Some of the people who purchased in my mermaid drop that I had the other month, because they're in America, the States, I offered to make them another one so that they could save on shipping. So some of them chose an Easter one, some chose spring. So that's why you've seen a few spring ones out there, but not to worry, you haven't missed a drop. I haven't made them yet. I do have tons of charms, and I've actually ordered more. So the spring ones and summery ones, they're going to be really good, and I'm going to make a lot of them. I also still have plenty of charms to make sea life minders, but I really want to take a break on that. I did a lot of mermaid minders while Mermaids and Magic was going on, which is a diamond painting event hosted by Crafting with Shay and the Diamond Painting Accountant. And now the Dakota-thon is going on, and I offered to make some minders for prizes. They want me to make cross-stitch minders, so I'm going to turn them into cross-stitch minders. The only difference between a cover minder for diamond painting and a minder that I would sell for cross-stitch is the magnet's a little bit bigger, so it's a little bit stronger for holding needles for cross-stitch. Otherwise, they work well as both. You could use them as both. So yeah, I finally, this past week, I was able to make those minders for their prizes, so that is good. I do have some extra. What I made, I'm going to show you actually. Let me grab them. So these are the ones that are going to be going to 2 prize winners participating in Dakota-thon in the cross-stitch category. So I found little lighthouse minder charms, sorry. I wish I could find bigger ones, but I couldn't. So this is all I could find. They were blue and white, but I got some nail polish, a nail polish kind of pen type thing, very fine tip, and I painted over the blue parts in red so it matched the painting. Dakota-thon's feature painting this year is called, I think it's called Everest. I don't think it's Mount Everest. I think it's just Everest. It's by Dakota Dateweiler. And I wanted to create something that embodied that image because it's the feature painting. So I wish the lighthouse was bigger and the crab was smaller, but it is what it is. I couldn't find any red crabs, so we've got one with a white shell, and then I just added a mermaid just to fill in the space. Lots of bling in the background, some starfish and seashells with a pearl as well. And then they'll also be getting this one. So I like sending 2 in when I'm doing prizes for events. I think it's, I don't know, I think 1 is too cheap. So I usually make 2, and I thought this was a cute mermaid with a little sea turtle, again, some starfish, a seashell with a pearl, and then some bling in the background. These ones have bigger magnets, so these are the cross-stitch minders. So if you are a cross-stitcher, you can always ask me to use the big magnets for it. Otherwise, what I usually do is these ones, here, let me actually show you side by side the difference. So you can see there. So the one on the right is for cross-stitch. It's just a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, and then that's the one I usually use for diamond painting cover minders. They're strong enough. I want to show you these. Now these are all mine. I wanted to make myself some kind of spring summery ones. So I made a similar one for a community member, and I wanted to make myself one. So I have this one. These are the colored backgrounds you're going to see for the Easter minders. So this is a nice, beautiful kind of light purple. I do put some glitter on it, and then of course the charms, and then I fill it in with a whole bunch of bling. This is the green that I really am loving. This one is a beautiful bumblebee with diamonds in the wings, sunflower, or sorry, a daisy with a little ladybug, and then I've put some background butterflies, flowers, and then of course all the bling. And then I made this one as well, beautiful yellow background with pink. So these are all for me. That's an example of what's coming for like spring and summer. The Easter ones I already have packaged and they're tucked away, so I'm not going to show those. I think I've shared them before. But yeah, please let me know in the comments if you're interested in some Easter ones. They won't take me long to make now that I'm feeling better. I'm actually in the process of painting a bunch more, and then I'll be able to, as long as I feel good, you know, most days, I will be able to make a bunch and hopefully drop them within the next, I'm going to say 2 weeks. That's my plan at least, and then I will start on the spring runs. That has nothing to do with updating you on me. I got into Botox sick and then cover minders. So yeah, that Botox sickness made me basically not do anything for 3 weeks, at least a week and a half or 2 weeks. I literally just woke up, crawled to the couch, slept off and on all day, drank a nutritional shake because that's all I could do, and just nod off. I was just so sick. And I hate being that sick. I hate when I can't do things. Like, as long as I can do some diamond painting and I can take my dog out for a nice walk and get some fresh air, then generally I cope with the day very well. But if I can't do either of those things, then it's really hard to get through a day. Especially diamond painting, it really distracts from the pain. Also makes the afternoon pass quite quickly. It's like a regular schedule. Every afternoon between 12 and 2, I have a spike of anxiety that is like, it doesn't feel good. It sets in physically. I can feel my heart's not racing, but it feels like it is. You know, you kind of feel like you have adrenaline surging through you. My thoughts kind of swirl, and yeah, I just don't feel good. And it happens every single day between 12 and 2. So that's usually when I like pulling out my diamond painting and distracting myself. And it passes the time very quickly. But because I was sick, I couldn't do that. So I did struggle for a couple of weeks there. But I'm crossing my fingers that it's now lifted. I have felt okay, like better for the last couple of days, especially today. I'm also really feeling happy because I've lost some more weight. I think I mentioned this like in January, that I wanted to lose some weight and just be a little bit healthier in terms of food choices, and I was starting drinking a green smoothie type thing. I haven't been very consistent with that because when I get sick, I feel really sick. So I don't want to drink a green smoothie. Like, I want oatmeal, and that's all I want all day, right? I don't want to eat food. Even dinner is unappetizing to me. Smells make me nauseous. Like, it's just, so making me drink a green drink is just not going to happen. So I haven't been as consistent with that. I'm hoping though I'll get back into it now that I'm feeling better. I was noticing that it was making me feel a little bit more energized, and it was making my tummy feel not so sick all the time. So I'd like to get back into that, but I did decide to weigh myself yesterday because I've noticed that my clothes are fitting differently. Now, I am somebody who has dealt with 2 different eating disorders in my life. I have been anorexic, and I've also been bulimic. And as you can imagine, you know, when I got sick, of course, I put on extra weight. And kind of like the beginning of this year, you know, looking in the mirror, I just was not feeling myself. I didn't look like me anymore, and I wanted to change it. I know that I have, you know, extra weight on board because I just can't be active, or I've been so limited in activity over the last couple of years that it's just slowly crept up. I mean, I'm not obese, but for my frame, I am overweight, which makes things difficult as well, right? So yeah, I'm very happy. I've lost 21.6 pounds, and I'm feeling pretty darn good. I have some goals in mind. I would like to start off with losing another 20. I am doing it the right way. I'm not doing it like, you know, I'm not starving myself. I'm not throwing up at all. Like, I have no urge to do any of that. I'm doing it the right way. I'm choosing, you know, to have more vegetables instead of rice at dinner, and no snacking, you know. My husband likes ice cream, so we'll have that for dessert once a week. Other than that, we don't eat junk food. We don't drink sugar. We don't have processed food. So I'm doing it the right way, which is why it's a slow loss, but it is good. I'm feeling better. Overall, I'm feeling stronger as well. I've been able to take my dog for an actual walk instead of using my power chair. The only issue is she pulls on the leash so bad, and I have nerve damage in my arms, so I have weakness in my arms. So when she's pulling on the leash, you know, I have to use a lot more force than, say, you would to try and control her. And I know she's only 6 pounds, you guys, but when your arms are very weak, that 6 pounds is very hard to handle. So it actually is easier for me to control her in my wheelchair because I can use the leverage of the wheelchair to pull her. So, but I have been trying to take her with the walker instead. I did that yesterday, and I ended up in a pain crisis because of all the pulling she does. So I was hoping to be able to, you know, start walking her more, that it's nice, but I might rethink that. And I do have an exercise bike, so what I might do is use the wheelchair to walk her and then use the exercise bike for exercise, and incorporate that into my day sometime, maybe in the afternoon when I have that burst of anxiety. instead of ruminating and, you know, not feeling good, I could use that to exercise. That's what my husband finds helps a lot for him to cope mentally, is always adding exercise in his daily routine. So that's kind of where I am at for that. Let me look at my calendar. One of my specialists signed me off at the end of March. He was doing a procedure where he injected sugar water into my body, into muscles and nerves, to try and break up scar tissue. So we had done that 3 times, and I think it did do something permanently, like, good. It definitely didn't make anything worse, but it is experimental. I'm the only one in the province, at least that I know of, that has had it done. So they don't want to do any more than 3, just in case, you know, they don't know if there's any long-term effects from it, right? So, and then I'm gonna get surgery anyway. So we've decided to pause that. He did say, I did ask him about my good arm. Those of you who are newer, I have problems with both arms, but my left arm is the worst one. My right arm I had surgery for a year ago, and I've started to feel some symptoms return, especially when I overuse my arm. So he said that we could try this sugar water procedure on my good arm as well, but he wanted to wait until after I have whatever next surgery I'm having, because it's only been a year. It's not consistent problems. The Botox actually takes care of it, so it's probably safer that I receive the Botox than this experimental procedure. So that is what we're going to do. So he kind of signed off on me, and is leaving my file open though, so that when I do want him to do it on that side, or my surgeon gives me the okay to get it done, then I can contact him again. He was such a nice doctor. I tried to get him to deal with my neck as well, but the clinic he works at just doesn't have the capacity to deal with that, which is unfortunate, because he's one of the best doctors that I've seen. What else did we do in the past couple weeks that I need to update you on? I think I already updated you. Finally, my tooth that's been bugging me since January is finally 100% fixed. The dentist also decided to convince me to purchase a night guard. I fought it for so long, but she thinks that's why my tooth chipped in the first place. I grind my teeth at night. And I'm actually so happy that I got this night guard, because ever since I've been wearing it every night, and I no longer wake up with like this intense headache. I would wake up and I could tell I'd been grinding my teeth all night, because the muscles on the side of my jaw were so rock hard. And then the pain would kind of go up into my temples and the front of my head. I had assumed that was just from the hypoxia, because my breathing machine isn't working right now. But since I've had this night guard in, it's actually resolved those symptoms, and I'm so grateful. I wish I would have gotten one sooner. So if you wake up with like a really tight jaw and, you know, headaches and stuff, and, you know, you don't have sleep apnea, I'd look at talking to your dentist about getting a night guard. They can professionally fit it. They actually use 3D printed modeling now to do it, and it's a bit annoying, you know, but it's actually not bad, and it's stopping those morning headaches, which I'm so grateful for, because those are so debilitating. It would take like at least a few hours to get rid of them. I also had an MRI done on April 4th. I don't have like the actual results yet. My surgeon is the one who ordered it, so I would have to call him to talk about them. I see the report. I see what they say. They say I have a whole bunch of bone spurs that have grown in my neck. Compared to my last MRI, I didn't have them. So I have no idea why my body has created so many bone spurs. But what they essentially do, it's like a bony outgrowth on the vertebrae of the neck. And they can pinch the nerves in the neck. So it could explain why I have so much neck pain. I highly doubt that they would consider surgery to fix it, but I kind of hope they would, because it's so debilitating. So I have to wait to talk to my surgeon, and then I might ask just to get referred to a neurosurgeon just for an assessment and follow up, because I do have a titanium disc in my neck. I did have herniation, and I do have another herniation that's kind of sitting there. I have to compare the images to know, you know, if they're worse or not, but I don't have the ability to do that right now. the doctor has to show me, right? But my my neck can be so darn debilitating that sometimes I wish they would just, you know, do an entire fusion of my entire neck. I don't care if I don't have rotation anymore. I can live with that. It's just that neck pain is so darn debilitating. It's almost worse than the arm some days, to be honest. I think part of it is I get a procedure called ablation where they burn the nerves in the neck, helps with pain control, and those nerves they do regenerate, and I have a feeling they're regenerating as we speak. And the last time I had the ablation done was September last year. They're supposed to last a year or longer. Let me know if you ever get them. How long does your pain relief last, and how often do you get them redone, or do you get them redone, or did you just decide it's not worth it? It's not a pleasant procedure to have done, but again, it's something that prevents the use of medications, which is what my end goal is. And then, oh my God, you guys, my last update, I think I told you guys I had to have a sleep study done, and they decided I needed a BiPAP and I needed advanced settings and yada, yada, yada. Well, I think about 2 weeks later, I got a phone call from the sleep clinic saying that the doctors have all discussed my case and they want me to come back and redo the test. There was a technical error. I was so mad. I was so looking forward to that new machine. I have a breathing condition called central apnea where my brain doesn't tell my lungs to breathe when I'm sleeping. It results in super high apnea events. I stop breathing without treatment. I stop breathing up to 65 times every single hour during the night. So 65 times, say 7 hours of sleep. So I'm in the severe category. I've been using a CPAP just to get by, but what I need is a BiPAP. So they did this sleep study and then they said it was a technical error. When I went in, they explained it a bit more. They said the lady who did the first sleep test, she skipped a step. So she went from basic BiPAP all the way to a special setting where the machine would cost me $7,000. And they felt like I didn't, well, not that I didn't need it, but they felt like she skipped the in-between step. And that's pretty important, especially when you're considering a $7,000 Canadian breathing machine, right? So they decided to redo it. So I had that redone on Monday, April 8th. And that went really well. The tech that night was really good. And I didn't need that expensive setting that the other lady said I needed. So I'm grateful that they did redo it. I still need a BiPAP, but I need something called ST. I don't know if you have a BiPAP and you know what that means. Please explain it in the comments down below. But I'm going to need that. Now, I don't see the doctor again until April 29th. So I'm not going to get my machine until after that appointment. I am not sure if she orders it herself or if she's going to refer me to another sleep clinic that actually sells BiPAP machines. So that's something I'm looking forward to. When you're not breathing through the night, not only am I hypoxic, but I'm also retaining carbon dioxide, which can also lead to those awful headaches in the morning and just feeling completely like crap. Like I'd wake up, I'd feel pretty awake for the first hour, and then I'd just fall asleep for 3 hours, right? Not very good. Not conducive to a good lifestyle. So I'm looking forward to finally getting that set up. I fell through the cracks is what I fully believe, and I mean the time that they figured out I had severe central apnea to the time I saw a respirologist to assess me for BiPAP, which is the machine I really needed, was about a year, which I think is ridiculous. Now, in Canadian healthcare, that might be normal, but for such a severe case like me, I mean, I'm using a CPAP in the interim, but it's not really helping. I'm still having nights where I'm stopping breathing 45 times an hour, every hour during the night. That's severe still. So anyway, I think I fell through the cracks somewhere. A referral was forgotten, but I'm in the hands of a very good specialist respirologist now, so I'm confident. I just have to wait for her to get the report, make the final recommendations, tell me what I need to buy and where I need to buy it. And then hopefully it doesn't take too long, I doubt it will, to get the machine and set it up so that I can finally get proper sleep and not be so hypoxic, which would be amazing. So has anything else gone on? Not really. There's a lot of other stuff I could probably talk about, but I'm not going to because this WIP and Chat is already pretty hefty. I just really wanted to update you guys on my project I've been working on in the background. and then sit down and update you a little bit. As of right now, I am feeling better. Now, the nature of everything wrong with me is I have good days and bad days. So there are days that are still crappy in between the good days. But like today that I'm filming, April 14th, I actually feel pretty good. I feel pretty normal. I'm not out of breath. I'm not in pain. I'm not tired. I feel pretty darn good. So if you pray, please pray that that continues on. I actually do have upcoming this week, on Wednesday, I meet my plastic surgeon. So my next surgery on my left arm, it's going to be done by a vascular surgeon who I've already talked to, and plastics. So I have to meet the plastic surgeon. He, of course, has to take a look at me, get my consent for his part in the surgery. So I meet him then. And then I'm crossing my fingers. I think all that's left is they need to sit down and find a date that works for both of their schedules, because they are both surgeons, right? So that's the complicated part. I'm crossing my fingers they can make a date work soon. I won't be surprised if it's not until the fall. I'm still not surprised if it won't be till early next year, but I'm hoping not. So if you pray for me, pray that they can find a date that works for everybody and this surgery isn't too delayed. That would be amazing. That's all I want right now. Don't forget to answer some of the questions I asked you during this WIP and Chat, and also let me know how you are doing. I enjoy updating you guys and keeping you guys in the loop, but I want to hear from all of you, not just some of you, all of you. Some of you I hear once in a while from. There's some names I haven't seen in a long time, and I always think, I wonder how she or he is doing. So please let me know in the comments of this video what's going on in your life. How are you doing? Are you managing okay? Are you struggling? Yeah, let me know. I care. I care about all of you. So that's important to me that you guys also feel heard as well. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up or a like for me. That really helps more than you guys know in YouTube land. I am approaching my next milestone. I mean, I might have even passed it at time of filming now, but I am reaching 3,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is absolutely crazy. I am so grateful. So many of you have joined me this year already. I'm so happy you are here, and I hope you are enjoying the content that I can put out. Don't forget to join us on Facebook too. It's a little bit more interactive there during the week. You know, in between all these videos, I am on that Facebook group talking to everybody and, you know, encouraging everybody. So do join us over there if you haven't already. Link is down in the description box of the video too. If you have any friends or family you think might enjoy my content, don't forget to share it with them as well. Until next time, you guys, happy diamond painting. Bye.